comes the insurance. We shed, we rise, no more fat disguise. From dawn till dusk, feel the burn, no lies. Everywhere you're living, we rugged every ride.
You're welcome, everybody, to another episode of Shed Yourself Vlogs. I'm your host, Prince Elias, and as you can see, it's a little wet today, but still got to get this workout done. I did not want to cancel it, and I definitely did not feel like going to the gym to walk on the treadmill because I'm getting bored of it, and so I decided to change the scenery and walk in my old neighborhood, my old stomping grounds, when I first moved out my parents' house years ago and tried to be an adult, which is in Midtown Memphis. I had roommates working at Target in the electronics department, barely making ends meet, but it was fun. It was an adventure, and actually it was the beginning of Creative Reptiles. That it. Bought my first 2 snakes while living in this neighborhood, and did my very first photo shoot in that apartment. And matter of fact, as we're walking, when we get to the apartment, I will show y'all what they look like. But yeah, so decided to go to my old stomping grounds and walk and get this little workout done. No days off. But while we walk and talk, I decided today's topic and update is work-life balance, and how can we manage changing lifestyles, getting healthy while doing our everyday hustle, living life. Oops, you gotta make sure I don't fall. I don't need to break my ankle again like I did back in February. But yeah, because as you know, I do work in education. I am a teacher, and I'm gonna go this way. I am a teacher, but I'm also in grad school to get my master's degree. And then, of course, y'all know I got my business, Creative Reptiles, with the snakes. We do the photo shoots, educational shows, birthday parties, things like that. And I'm starting to breed. I'm new to breeding, but I'm starting to breed. And then, of course, the content creation. The 2 YouTube channels, the podcast, Snake Cinema Podcast, Beyond the Scales Podcast with my friends. There's just so much I have going on, and yet I still have to make time to get these workouts in and get it done, like today. So I just want to talk about work-life balance a little bit and the challenges of work-life balance, because it is a challenge. I just list off all the things that I do, and so I have to take time and actually legit make a schedule for myself. I know that I podcast every Tuesday nights and every Saturday mornings and even Saturday evenings with Sophisticated Ignorance. Shout out to Wiz and the crew. So I know that I can't work out. Well, I can't work out on those nights, and then I teach every day, 5 days a week. So where we go next? 8 hours, actually more than 8 hours, because you got planning, making lesson plans. Teachers always work overtime, unpaid hours. And then I have grad school, my night classes, every Wednesday evening. So it's tough. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it is tough as hell. Ooh, getting closer to the apartment. But I gotta get it done. Most of my workouts have to be done in the evening because with my job and the hours that school start, I can't go early in the morning. And then of course I gotta get a full night's sleep, 6 to 8 hours. So just gotta make time. Luckily this running program I'm on is only requiring 3 days a week of training. And so I try to utilize those nights, like Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and then if I can't do it during the week, try to do it like today's Sunday. So sometimes if I can't get it in on a Tuesday, my workouts, I do like a Thursday, Friday, and Sunday or something like that, or a Monday, Thursday, something like that. But I gotta get it in, gotta get it done. But we made it to the apartment. Gonna show y'all the humble beginnings of Creative Reptiles and where it all started. But yeah, it's just you have to prioritize what's important to you. And this is the apartment I used to live in Midtown Memphis. Like I said, humble beginnings. All the way in the left corner is where my bedroom was, where I had my snakes. And this is where I started my first business, did my first photo shoots, everything. So great memories here in this place. Working at Target, paycheck to paycheck, had a bunch of roommates, but it was fun. It was an adventure. There was never a dull moment in my life during this time. So I have a very love for this place. But yeah, humble beginnings, humble beginnings. And every time I drive down this road, I'm reminded of precious memories. But yeah, when I first bought my first snakes, Jafar and Jasmine, it was in this apartment. So many mistakes like Jafar escaping out his enclosure and hanging out on the doorknob. That was funny as hell. But so many other, new reptile owner mistakes. He was in a glass tank. Oh Lord, y'all, never again. But yeah. But anyways, as I continue walking around the neighborhood, you just got to prioritize what's important to you in this world. My snakes are important. My animals are important to me, so they always are prioritized. Of course, grad school, my 9-to-5 job, my work, because they pay the bills. They the reason why I can afford all the animals. So I just have to prioritize it. Sometimes if I can't get a workout in on the scheduled day, I just got to rearrange it. Or the days that I can do it, like the following day, the days I can do it, I just work out longer to make up for the lost training. But if my trainer says 30 minutes, I got 30 minutes. If my trainer says an hour, I got an hour. If it says 2 miles, 1 mile, I got to get it done, no matter what. And sometimes I got to break it up. There have been times where I had to break up my workouts, do a little bit in the morning, go to work, come back after work, do it in the afternoon, right before I go to class or right before, But luckily for me, my school has a gym. So, right after class, go get a good 20 or 30 in, you know what I'm saying? So, that's just my thoughts. It is hard. I'm not telling y'all this shit is easy. It is very, very hard. And some days it can be mentally and emotionally exhausted. There are days where I just can't get to the gym. So that's why I bought dumbbells. Get on YouTube, search dumbbell workouts, and get it in the house right before I go to bed. You know what I'm saying? No excuses. Prioritize what's important. Prioritize your goals, your dreams, your life. But don't beat yourself up about it. That's one thing I've learned in this journey. Do not beat yourself up about it if you fall off. Just get back up and try again the next day. Just like people in recovery have to take their sobriety or their journey of being clean one day at a time. I have to do that too. With this weight loss journey, one day at a time. What can I do in the 24 hours that I'm given? What can I do in the 24 hours that I'm given? And you know, some people can have the luxury to work out an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, you know, like The Rock, you know, those professional bodybuilders and stuff. But hey, if I can get 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30, even 15, you can find some YouTube videos. There are like 15-minute workouts, and that 15 minutes on that YouTube video can have you sweating like you ran a marathon. Trust me, they are very efficient and they work very, very well. So, like I said, it is hard. I'm not gonna lie to y'all and make it seem like it's easy, but I always have to ask myself, how bad do I want it? How bad do I want to achieve my goals? How bad do I want to win? How bad do I want to be healthy? How bad do I want to live life a little longer? How bad do I want to not be in pain doing simple stuff like walking? How long, you know? And ever since I broke my ankle, it had to be down for those almost 6 months. It put a lot of things in perspective. Carrying around this heavy weight of a body on one ankle, one working leg, because the other one was broken, was hard as hell. Being in a cast, being in a boot, having to be on that rolling knee scooter was hard as fuck and difficult, and mentally it fucked me up. And I never want to be in that position again. And granted, people who are fit and healthy, people who are skinny, they break bones too. My nephew is an athlete. You know, he broke more bones than anybody I know. But he was able to recover quicker and move around faster because he wasn't bottled down with weight, with a whole bunch of fat like I was. His back didn't hurt just because he was down one leg or one ankle, you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I'm rambling. But yeah, work-life balance is a challenge, but I gotta get it done. This is week 4 of my Run Disney training. I'm enjoying it because I'm doing things like what I'm doing today, switching up locations in my walks, doing something different, going to a different spot so I don't get bored, and also vlogging and talking to the camera kind of helps too. Kind of helps the time go by and the minutes go by. But anyways, that's it for this week's update. We'll check y'all out next week. Don't know what the topic's gonna be, but it'll be a workout involved, whether it's walking or lifting weights in the gym. Anyways, I'm your host, Prince Elias. This has been Shed Yourself Vlogs, and I'll talk to y'all in the next workout.